Good morning, everybody. We are in day 27 of recovery from our cruise.
Wow.
Stay with us. We'll tell you what happened. Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to Rise and Dine.
I'm Bob.
I'm Stacy.
And thank you for joining us, coming back, old friends and followers. And if you're new to the channel, please like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff.
Normally, we cover awesome breakfast places in Las Vegas and activities in and around and things like that. But we went on a big adventure, so we added that to our channel.
Yes.
So I hope you've watched and you've been liking it. This is part 2 of our full coverage of our Alaska cruise.
Our 11-day adventure to the Great Northwest.
We're going to do it backwards, though.
We're going to talk about the epilogue, what happened after the cruise.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
So, like you hear about in the news a lot, we went on a cruise and came back really sick.
We both got the flu.
Flu A, we were told.
Flu A. I didn't know there were different types of flus, but we got flu A. Unfortunately, the flu hit me really hard and created inflammation in my heart. Not to scare everybody.
Nah, you can be scared. Myocarditis, not
yeah,
a tiny thing.
Myocarditis, which means that my heart was not pumping at its full capacity. It was actually pumping at 50%. So it's been
4 days in the hospital.
Yeah, 4 days in the hospital. I was at the VA hospital. Then they transferred me to Nellis Air Force Base to do some additional tests. Thank goodness there were no blockages or anything like that. So it was just the myocarditis, the inability to pump blood as a heart should do.
Right.
It's getting better. I'm scheduled for a follow-up at the VA. But that being said, I'm feeling better. The flu is gone, thank goodness.
It took forever, even for me.
It was a horrible flu. Coughs, the whole thing, couldn't breathe, couldn't sleep, which created even more problems because I couldn't rest, and that didn't really help me out.
We have taken twice as long recovering from our cruise as our cruise.
So this video should have been done probably almost a month ago, but here we are. We're going to give you the day-to-day diary of how we spent our time at the cruise, but we wanted to jump from the end to the beginning, but now
with a little, I would say, a little forewarned. You know, if you are going on a cruise, and they're lovely, don't get me wrong, I can see why people are addicted to them, many. My sister being one of them, if you're watching, you are. But, you know, if you're going, man, maybe see your doctor first.
Get all the shots.
And, you know, get every vaccine a couple weeks ahead of time, you know, all of it.
Whatever you think about vaccine, just get it, you know.
Yeah.
Take care of yourself.
And maybe they would even give you a prescription of Tamiflu to take with you just in case you start to feel crummy and to help you out a little bit. But
the good thing is, the 11-day cruise, we felt great. We were super excited. And we're going to give you a rundown of the whole experience, starting with day 1, when we got on the ship itself. So it was the Ruby Princess out of San Francisco. It was a beautiful, beautiful day. It'll be a little windy, but it was gorgeous.
The fog came in.
Yes.
So
as we were disembarking, as we were taking off under the beautiful Golden Gate Bridge, the fog had hit us right at that same time.
Yeah.
But it was beautiful.
I had a little trouble that first day, and into the second, honestly.
Oh, getting
my sea legs, kind of a thing. I was a little off.
I'm a Navy veteran, so if I got motion sickness, if I got seasick, I'd be embarrassed.
He wouldn't admit it.
But that was 50 years ago, so.
So it took me a minute. So there's a thing to know. Took me a solid day to kind of get my sea legs.
Yes.
So that day was spent a little with that, but we did jump right in to the cruise idea.
The whole idea of cruising, there's so much to do. From trivia games to different
There's crafts.
crafts,
It's
music,
countless.
and I don't know how many different venues that they have. So many different clubs. There's music. There's comedy.
I was telling my
there's
friend about
magic.
it, and she said, it sounds like camp. And I went,
very
it
much
is.
camp for adults, and it was mostly adults. Frankly, older adults on this particular cruise going to Alaska, and I guess that is the way. Most cruises you hear about are young people going to the Caribbean. This was not that.
More walkers and little motorized scooters in one place than I may have ever seen.
Yeah.
And that's saying something for being in Vegas.
So
Because there's a lot of folks
The
there.
first day was kind of cool. The first night there was a show on the main room, and they had a hypnotist, and she was fun, and it was wonderful. She had a bunch of volunteers go on stage and hypnotize them, had them do fun things. It was a nice way to get off and start your cruise with a nice show. The next day was our first sea day. We had two sea days before
start
our
off.
first excursion day.
So that was a day. There's a video on it. We'll, I guess, put that in the
Yes, in the
comments.
link,
We'll
you'll
put a link
see.
of exploring the whole ship. So that's what we did on the first sea day, top to bottom. We were looking for the best place to be able to see the glaciers
Yes.
and seeing if there was like maybe a secret great spot.
So we did a lot of reconnaissance work on the first day. But the first morning was wonderful. We woke up, coffee. We had room service deliver some nice bread products with coffee. It was terrific.
Because we had a balcony room.
Yes.
So that was great. So to have coffee every morning, which is what we decided, as you know, with our coffee, because it was great coffee.
Yeah, it was. They serve a Lavazza coffee, and if you follow our channel, you know we're somewhat coffee snobs.
So
and we were very happy, whether it was room service or the buffet or any of the restaurants and lounges, the coffee was dynamite. It was great.
So that was a great treat for every morning to not have to get up and go somewhere for the coffee.
Yes.
So that night we did one of their specialty restaurants.
Yes.
Sabatini's. Their Italian
Italian.
restaurant. Pretty decent.
Yes.
And the atmosphere,
It was lovely.
it's so odd because when you're on the ship, it's like you're on land because the decor just looks like any very nice Italian restaurant you might
and
go
the
to.
whole ship itself is so big. It's like you're in a high-end hotel with the big lobby and shops and different venues where they have meetings and shows, and it's just incredible.
We did Alaska cruise because that's really the most cost-effective and best way to see Alaska. You can see a number of things, and it's beautiful.
And frankly, it's the only way you could see certain things.
Yeah, is by
going
ship.
to Alaska is by ship or plane.
Cruising was not necessarily high on my list as like, oh, that looks great. So with all the restaurants, the things, what it looks like on the ship, to me, being from Vegas, it just looked, I heard a comedian say, it's like you went into the Bellagio and then it floated away. And that's
the floating Bellagio.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. It looks like a big Vegas hotel.
Without the outdoor fountains, because the fountains, they had a champagne fountain in the lobby.
Yeah.
Wasn't quite the Bellagio fountains, but it was pretty cool in and of itself.
All the lounges, all the different restaurants, the high-end shopping, a casino.
Yes.
So there were some elements of the cruise life that's lost on me because it's like, well, I can drive a few minutes away and have this.
Yeah, because it's right where we live.
But I wouldn't have all
That
the
being
camp activities.
Yeah. That being said, that was sea day number one. Now, sea day number two, we went in the main theater. They had two naturalists. They had the first gal, she talked about whales and more information about whales than you'll ever imagine. You know,
Well, to be honest, not so much. It was all boring information. That was unfortunately the problem.
it was like
elementary school information.
science. Yeah,
But
it was
this
not
is a
really
dorsal fin. This is a tail fin. This one is black and white this way, and that one is black and white that way.
And these
I was
are their sexual
expecting,
organs.
fine, like we're going to see. Anyways, I was expecting a little more science, a little more interesting behavioral things.
A little more life in the delivery.
Oh my gosh.
It was basically, Bueller.
It really kind of was. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
It was really boring.
But boy,
it was really boring.
Boy, we tried not to giggle so badly.
Yeah, it was rough.
Yeah.
And then the follow up to her, but the naturalist to talk about Ketchikan was like a guy who lived there saying, well, and there's my friend Joe who owns the store down the street on Main Street. It was probably
oh my gosh,
as boring or more so than the naturalist who
I
talked
was so
about
disappointed.
the whale's privates.
We'll just move on because I've covered it. But dang, that was a disappointment of the day.
But the win of the day was there was a sports trivia in one of the rooms, and I won this.
And he won the sports
I won
trivia.
a medal, not even a bottle of champagne. Darn.
Yeah, others won champagne.
I know, I got a medal.
But we're kind of trivia nerds,
Yes.
and there was a lot of pub trivia kind of events all during the cruise in this one lounge.
We did pretty much all of it.
We did because we like them.
We really enjoyed it, and we met some nice people who were real cruisers. I mean, we met a couple. This was their 35th something cruise.
And somebody else who was their 93rd.
Can you imagine? I mean, how much time do you have to spend on a ship to have gone on 90-something cruises?
And another nice couple, they had spent the last 9 months of the year on a ship.
I don't get it, but, there you have it. That night, there was a magic show.
It was great.
And this was in the main stage again.
Mm-hmm.
And then we saw him again in a smaller venue where you got to participate.
Yeah, I got to be the magician's assistant.
You were the assistant. And he was dynamite.
We had to put together a list so we could help remember.
So if we're looking down.
Yeah, that's what we're looking
at our, again, it was 27 days ago because of the illness.
Yeah, we needed a reminder. So next day we're in Ketchikan.
Day 3, we were on our first excursion.
And it was great.
We loved it. And you could see, again, everything that we did on that video.
So check out the Ketchikan video for full coverage of that little town. And
that was fun. And then we got back on the ship, more trivia. And there was a country music show.
Yeah, gosh, night. I forget his name, but it was pretty good.
Yes, it was very good. Yeah,
it was worthwhile.
Really, really good. And I should have written his name down.
Yeah.
He was very, very good.
Yeah, so that was a fun show. And again, this showroom is like a small Vegas showroom.
Oh, yeah.
It's not table and chairs kind of showroom, but I mean, amphitheater type seating showroom.
And I just want to say, before we forget to mention, the crew.
They were all awesome.
It was so good. Again, this was the Princess Ruby, or Ruby Princess, they call it. And the director, what was it? Do you remember her name?
Oh, dang it.
I was going to say Julie, but that's the Love Boat. But
that is a princess.
That was her job to do that. And she was dynamite.
Yeah, she was really
so good.
So cheerful.
And I feel bad that, so much time has passed that we forgot her name.
Yeah, we would have known it 3 weeks ago. When we got home. Anyway.
Had we not gotten the flu?
Okay, so the next day was Endicott Arm, which is this little crag into Alaska that ends with Dawes Glacier.
And you can only get in there, I think Princess or the Princess affiliated ships are the only ones that could get into those particular glaciers. Mm-hmm. And we got as close as you can get with the size ship that we had.
So Endicott was great.
The next day, I have to say, was our favorite.
I think maybe so.
I think so was Juneau. One, for a capital city. It's a very, very small capital city. Maybe the smallest capital city. I don't know. Cheyenne is probably really small in Wyoming.
Yeah, but it sprawls out. And Juneau does not.
This does not sprawl out, but it is lovely. And we did Mendenhall
Glacier National Park.
And the Nugget Falls, but the whale watching was really good. And the naturalist on our boat or whale watching tour, she was
great.
Great.
It's what I thought would be on our ship.
But we got to explore the town. We got to go to the great Red Dog Saloon, which was a hoot.
So you got to do that. But again, for all details of that, please check out our Juneau video, because we cover that pretty good. So that night was
80s night.
80s night on the ship.
So everybody was dressed up, and it was 80s music, and we were dancing like it was 1985. And there was a young Turk.
It was kind of funny.
Yeah.
It was pretty funny. So that next day we're in Sitka, and again, we covered that well.
And we got that.
So first we did a walk around, and then we had this great breakfast at a place called the Mean Queen. Because we were there early enough to be able to have a little explore before our excursion started. We went to the Science Center on salmon. We learned all kinds of stuff.
Learned everything I ever knew about salmon, how they spawn, where they go.
Then we went to the Raptor Center where the eagles are. That was very cool. Then we went to the bears, which other YouTubers have covered.
The Fortress of the Bear.
The Fortress of the Bear.
I love it.
So that night we had a very good comic.
Oh, yeah.
He was terrific. We saw a secondary comic who was like a cruise comic.
He was. He was
a comic you would expect.
Yeah.
The first guy in the big showroom was really great.
Yes.
The late night guy was like, you've been on a lot of these, I think.
This is old cruise material, and that's fine. But what was great was they hosted their version of The Voice that's on television, right? And they were holding auditions that night. Oh my goodness.
These folks, these people that just are, regular folks in the world, you, me, whatever.
If you're just a karaoke person in your local bar, these were a step above.
These were killing karaoke.
Yeah.
If they were karaoke in their hometown, they were winning every week.
Yeah, this one lady, oh my goodness.
So that was incredible. That was something. I was impressed.
It was really something.
So next day,
we're out at sea.
It was a big sea day, and honestly, we just chilled out. We did do laundry. There's laundry on the ship. We needed some of our stuff cleaned. We slept in, and
we played trivia, we won.
We did. So that was
champagne.
Got champagne that time.
Yes.
And just enjoyed the ship. Just hung out.
Yeah.
Did stuff. Just regular things. The next day, we stopped in Victoria.
Yeah. Oh boy.
And we learned the reason for that is by U.S. maritime law, you have if you're
an international ship.
If you're calling yourself an international ship, you have to stop in every cruise you do on your itinerary. You have to stop somewhere out of the country.
Yes.
So that's why Alaska cruises stop in Victoria.
Right. And that night.
Oh, that night was
silent
disco that we tried.
We've never done one of those before where you have headphones on and different channels. Like I could be dancing to 70s music and you could be dancing to, current hits, whatever current hits are. And, and so we're all doing our own thing.
To watch.
No, that was great.
That might have been where we got sick.
Yeah.
Because that was day 7.
Day 7.
And by day 10 or 11, you were feeling it. It takes
day 10 or 11, I wasn't feeling flu-like, but I'll tell you my symptoms when we get towards day 11 in this recap. Day 8.
So then, they do also, besides the trivia, another sort of version of that is they do these kind of big group game show kind of things.
Yeah.
And those were pretty fun too.
Yes.
So, and again, you're still sort of answering questions, but they do it game show style. Like some of them have like a buzzer, and some of them have a different theme, and those were
the whole stage like you're on a game sound stage.
It's pretty funny.
And it's like it has everything. It's pretty fun.
What else did we do that day? No, that was everything. We tried the big dessert.
Yes. Oh, they have these specialty desserts. Depending on the plan you have, we had the Plus plan. And these desserts, you could get 2 of these a day. I don't know who
You would come away
could
10
eat
pounds heavier.
2 of these a day. We had one which we split over the 11-day cruise. It was this big, and you'll see it, this big, filled with all kinds of ice cream and syrups and cakes and different
Yeah, it
things.
was nuts.
It was tasty, but
Goodness, I don't know how you'd eat 2 of those a day. And our package sidebar included 15 drinks a day, which if you watched part 1, you heard us talk about 15 drinks a day. Good
15
grief.
drinks a day each.
So,
This is what I'll say about the food on the Princess. Like the specialty restaurants we had, they had the Crown Grill, which was sort of their steak and chop house. And I have to tell you, I had a steak from Taylor Sheridan's ranch, the 4R Ranch. My goodness. And then they have steaks from Nolan Ryan, the baseball player's ranch. That steak was absolutely amazing. Some of the specialty restaurants were better than others, but the food overall was really good. Here's a note that Princess is known
we differ
for.
on this, but go ahead.
Their pizza.
Yeah.
We have to agree. Their pizza is really good. And it's
really
casual. It's by a pool. You just go up, get a slice. No big deal. Or get
We
2
saw a lot of
slices.
people talk about it, so we had to try it. And sure enough, Mr. Pizza Picky gave it the seal of approval.
yes,
It was very
and,
tasty.
Their burgers.
And their burgers were good.
Yeah,
That's
from
true.
their grill. They had hot dogs and burgers that you could just get by the pool. It was really quite good. Anyway,
Yes, so that was good. What'd you call it? Crown Grill.
Crown Grill.
That was our best one.
That was the best one. Dana.
Then we're at sea. So we were packing up that day, getting our stuff together, and then that night was The Voice.
The Voice.
Full performance.
And here we are in heaven. For you are mine.
Full set with all, everything with the chair that spins around when they hit the
Hit the button and
I mean, it was full production.
Yeah.
Incredible. Very, very.
It was amazing.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe they were doing that on a boat.
Yes. You said here in your notes, I'm just going to read.
Yeah,
you say,
go ahead.
Little wobbly.
Yeah, because we were back at a second day of at sea.
Yeah.
And I got a little wobbly in that whole seasicky kind of because it got windy. It got windy and it got a little choppy. And I got a little wobbly there. So full disclosure, about yes, the bigger the ship, the less seasick you're going to get, the more stable the ship is. But I did get a little, oh dear, I didn't have to take anything. We used the C bands, and those typically work for me, those little bands around your wrists. I might have taken that off, and that might be my problem.
I normally wouldn't have worn anything because, I am a Navy veteran. But that was a long time ago. I didn't want to risk anything.
But I did I got a little wobbly on that day.
I want to jump in. I think it was this particular day. It was the last dinner that we were dressing up for. And I'm putting on a dress shirt that I've, worn many times. And I noticed that I couldn't button it. And I'm thinking to myself, well, this is really tight on me. Did we eat that much over the last 10 days? How much did we consume where I can't button this shirt?
Yeah.
Well,
come to find out
that I was, once I was diagnosed with this flu, and the heart issue that the flu caused was that I was retaining a lot of water. I had gained 18 pounds just in water weight. And that's why I couldn't button this shirt.
And, when did that start exactly? So for us, it was like clearly this virus went straight to his heart
Right.
first.
But the shirt thing was weird. And then when we got off the ship and we were at the airport at San Francisco, and our flight was delayed into Las Vegas, and I can't move. I'm just sitting there and really, really, really tired. And I figured, okay, the whole trip just caught up with me, and I'm just tired. The next day, wake up, not feeling all that great.
Yeah.
Feeling really weak. Then I'm starting to cough, and I'm getting the chills. By Friday, my fever went up to 103. 103.5. The next morning, I'm kind of freaking out and saying, you know what?
We're going to ER.
We're going to go to the emergency room at the VA, and that's where
And here we are.
they took my vitals and said, yeah, we're going to admit you. And that started the saga 20-something days ago. And
But now all of his shirts fit.
yeah, I'm back to my normal weight, and I'm feeling better. I just, got to see where I'm at with test results and all that good stuff.
Overall, so here we'll wrap up with cruising. Should you do it? Is it for you? Is it for me? Is it for you?
I don't know. I mean, after, I got to say, as much, and you could see from the videos, we were excited. We had good time on all our excursions. But the aftermath, I have to say, I would be a little leery to cruise again. That would be me. Now, obviously...
If I were to cruise again, my leeriness is that they're just too big for me. The things that are offered on a cruise, and I totally get all the good things about it.
Yeah.
A million things to do. Well, the big thing is bang for the buck, because the money you spend, you see your money. So I get it, is the big point. I get
I
the
could see
draw.
why people will love it. For us, maybe if we didn't get sick, I would have had a different, I was into it. I dug the whole thing, except for
Getting sick. I would not. I would not choose another cruise vacation. Mostly it's just because the things that, a lot of the things you go there for are just in my town. So
we're kind of spoiled because
we're
we live
spoiled that
in Las
way.
Vegas,
So it's like, okay, it's beautiful in here. I can, it's 10 minutes and I'm somewhere beautiful. That's amazing. That's a great benefit. So, but because of that element is not a big draw to me. So for me, I'm more of a slow traveler. I like to explore things. I don't like to rush through somewhere. So I'm not fond of the tight schedules and what I called like the pre-digested entertainment, which is follow the flag and where's your stamp, and they don't do that, but it's that idea for me.
Yeah.
So I like to spend more time, and you just can't. Typically on how the cruises are scheduled. So I am not a cruiser.
So the question is, would we do it again? And the answer is probably not.
No.
Probably not. There are other adventures to be had. And on that note,
thanks for watching. I hope this was helpful.
On the next adventure.
Well, on the next breakfast, most likely.
Yes.
So thanks for watching Rise and Dine. Subscribe, like,
share,
all that stuff.
Thanks for following.